Hey all, Hipper here. So we are back in the Agile Edinburgh, and this is my favorite cruiser at the moment, and it's just pretty much fantastic in every possible way. So I'm obviously running an Agile build on the Edinburgh, hence the Agile Edinburgh, and I'll show you in a minute the build, but it is pretty much just my super standard Agile build. So this is pretty much it here, and I don't run Miss Santa anymore at the moment. I run the green guy. I forget what his name is, but just in case some of you last time noticed in my video that my tracers weren't actually red, they were green, and that's because. But this setup is the same. So all the Agile perks, Azure in Baltimore and Takao. And on the ship we also have the usual stuff here as double rudder and the improved reload here. So totally stock standard build, Agile build that is. 3 heals, 3 sonars and 3 radars. So you have all the utility you need. And 7-second reload just about, and 1.9 second rudder with 37 knots and 680 turning radius, plus that wonderful 30mm armor that you can abuse in so many fun ways. And with an Agile build there are so many options for using this armor here. If you play a traditional build, then yeah, you can go bow in and you can sit there and you can shoot, but I mean, works fine, but it's not as fun as an Agile build. So anyway, the battle is on, and I've got the bee spawn here. So I'm going to play safe in the beginning of this match here, see if I can cap without actually showing myself at all, simply by popping into this little butter hole here and see if no one contests the cap. But obviously someone does, so I'm going to use one of my 3 radars here and thereby spotting the Kagero. But he's in a position where it doesn't seem like really anyone can take advantage of this radar here. And I take a quick peek at the other ships in the middle of the map, and they're too far away to really be a threat. At least they won't be able to do anything to me until after I've taken out this destroyer here. So the destroyer is obviously moving straight for this island here. He's hoping for some cover or whatever it is he's doing, and that means that he's presenting his broadside to me, and the Edinburgh AP makes quick work of that. And starting a game like this gives your team a really good advantage. So now is the time to use the Agile build to actually get out of this situation here again. And I don't really have much backup. I only have a battleship, and he's not really in a position to cover me. So I'm lucky that these guys here aren't really paying attention. I don't know what they're doing. But it allows me to show broadside and turn around pretty much unchallenged. And the Odin is finally getting to terms with the fact that I'm sitting in here. And in a minute something happens that doesn't happen very often in this game here. Because I obviously want to finish capping here, but I run radar, I don't run smoke. And the Riga, is obviously quite a experienced player because he knows exactly where I'm sitting. Even though I am not spotted, he's still hitting me consistently. He's not really doing any damage, but he is resetting me, which is annoying. So I'm asking this destroyer here to set a smoke screen. And he actually replies and says, yes, I'll set the smoke screen for you. I mean, wow, that doesn't happen very often. So huge kudos to this destroyer player here who's actually, listening to commands and, has awareness of what's going on in the game. That's fantastic. It doesn't happen very often, and I love when it happens. Well, when you play solo, it doesn't happen very often. In divisions, it's of course a totally different matter. So that allows me to pick this cap here quickly and easily, and at the same time take out the enemy destroyer, handicapping the enemy team right from the beginning. There's still 2 destroyers left though, so I know there's one over at C, and I'm not sure there's one at A, so we're gonna go for C then. So I suspect the second destroyer is actually lurking off B somewhere, because that's what I would do if I was that destroyer. So that's why I'm keeping unspotted behind this island here. And then when I come out on the other side, I can pretty much say, like, if I am spotted, then there's a destroyer in the vicinity of B. So that's why I am moving this way. And also, obviously, my next target is the Baltimore, hiding behind the island over here. And he has no support, so he's going to be pretty much an easy kill. So I'm spotted now, and there's torpedoes coming as well. So that obviously means that the destroyer is here. So I'm going to pop my radar once I get a little bit closer, and just unmask the naughty guy here. And just keep an eye on incoming shells, especially from that Riga from before, because he seemed to know what he was doing. But they seem to be more interested in farming that battleship there, so I don't really have much to fear. I don't get any real hits on that Yudachi though. He's too wiggly, so I'm going to return later and you know, focus my attention on the Baltimore instead here, because this way we can hopefully grab the whole flank over here, the C cap, because otherwise the Reds are just going to keep this cap with that Baltimore in that position. No one's really going to want to try to move in. So I'll do that, and I know the Yudachi is out there, but I'm not going to chase him. I need him to come to me before I can get rid of him, really, because I don't have my radar right now because I spent it to save the B cap. So I'm going to use this time where the radar reloads in taking out this Baltimore here. And like I said before, he's sitting here in like super, you know, usual Baltimore position, where when you have no backup, then that's pretty much a suicide. And the destroyer is coming to his help, but there's not much he can do without torping me, and obviously impossible as I'm going away from the destroyer. And as you know, I spent my torpedoes on the left side, meaning that I'll have to get on the inside of this Baltimore here. And just timing his shots to my turn, and then we can get away with this torp here without taking pretty much any damage. So that means we have to deal with the destroyer in C now, and I don't know what he's doing. He should just be running away, really. But I guess he thought he could save the Baltimore. But obviously that's not going to happen. So we're going to take him off the map, and then we're going to grab his cap. So that gives me another cap over here on the flank, and it kind of consolidates the blue team's presence. And we only have to focus on defending B from now on. As actually you can see, the Reds are way ahead on points, so this has to be done. Like, this flank here had to be secured. There's no two ways about it. And it's a much better use of my time than chasing that stupid Yudachi there to the end of the world. I mean, he's gonna come back anyway. He's gonna have to cap B at some point, and I'll just wait for him. So this ability here to do everything you possibly have to in Edinburgh is why it is the best tier 7 cruiser by far. I mean, if you have to take on a Baltimore, and obviously you don't have HCs, you can't really burn that guy down. Your only option is to ambush and torp, which this ship does exceedingly well. And as you can see, the Yudachi is back in B. So I'm just going to get as close as I can, and then I'm going to use my last radar to... I'm kind of hoping to scare him off, you know, revealing him to everybody, because I can't really pop out there at the moment. There's simply too many Reds pointing my way. So that's going to be a little bit dangerous. And unfortunately, Yudachi is out of my radar range, so I'm not even able to unmask him. That would have been fun, though. So instead, we're going to take it out on this poor Suzuya here instead, and to see if I can't get out and actually get spotted, so I have a better idea of where this destroyer is actually hiding. He's obviously a good destroyer player because he got away before, and that means that I have to be a little careful. So we also need to get rid of this Minotaur here because, well, we need to get rid of all the red ships, basically, because otherwise I can't get back to taking the B cap. So hopefully something will happen over at A, because we were on a roll before and points were rolling in, but then there's simply too many Reds now trying to take the B cap back. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful here. and whittle them down, at least for a little bit, and hopefully my team will actually join in as well. And the Odin is low on health, but as long as he's bow on, I'm not really going to waste much effort on him, because I'm just going to get shatters with the AP shells on Edinburgh. But as you can see, he is turning broadside, but I just get into a bad position there. So instead, the Minotaur pops up, and if we can get rid of him, that means that the points are going to look better, and obviously it's going to be a lot easier to win this battle here, because that's one of the more nasty ships here. A legendary cruiser removed now. So we just need to get rid of the Odin now, really, and then I can move out. Then the odds are in my favor, and I can use my armor to bully the rest of the ships out there. But we do need that Odin to disappear. And of course just have a look at what I'm assuming are the Yudachi's torps coming here, saturating everything. And this Suya is back for more fun. So we'll just take a shot at him and then see if we can get rid of this Odin here. Like I said, he's the last piece of the puzzle that needs to move, so we can get back into the middle of the map and turn the point accumulation into our advantage again. At this point, I don't know where the Yudachi is, and I don't know if he still has his torpedo reload booster, so that's why I'm running my sonar here, because I don't want to get taken out by a random torpedo right now, because this is pretty much the crucial part of the battle here. So the Odin becomes the Kraken, and that means we can turn around and go back in and challenge the Yudachi for the B cap. Because obviously no Yudachi in their right mind are going to take on an Edinburgh. Even an Edinburgh with no radars left, but he doesn't know that. So at this point in the battle here, I would love the Destroyer to go and do a little bit of spotting for me, which I'm asking him to do, instead of, you know, tooting his horn or whatever it is he's doing there. It makes more sense if he goes either left or right around those islands and helps me spot, because I'm not really sure what's awaiting me on the other side of the island there. I mean, the Yudachi could sit right there, I don't know. I know the cruiser is there, and there is another cruiser somewhere, but he's over at the A cap, so you don't have to worry about him. So the Japanese cruiser here behind the island is obviously low health, and he has a tendency of going broadside, so I'm not too worried about that guy. But the Yudachi is still the main problem in this battle here, especially because I don't have any sonars, any radars left. So all I can really do is try to bully my way into the B cap, because otherwise we're going to lose on points. Or if I get the opportunity, to take out the last two ships. And the cruiser, doable. The destroyer, I think, is going to be hard, because like I saw in the beginning of the battle, this guy is not going to take on an Edinburgh. And without a radar, it's going to be pretty difficult for me to unmask him. So all I can really do is head into the B cap, do everything in my power to cap it, while still trying not to get torped by the Yudachi. Because he did grab, well, I'm assuming he grabbed the B cap, and then he went somewhere. And he's obviously around because I'm spotted, and that's also why I'm trying to be a little bit unpredictable in my movements here. And also I'm not sure how the cruiser is, you know, pointing. I can see that now, but just before I wasn't really sure if he had time to turn around and be able to access his torpedoes, but luckily it doesn't look like it. And that's why I was kind of asking the DD to give me that kind of information beforehand to make things a lot easier. But yeah, anyway, gotta do it ourselves. So the Suzuya is in a pretty bad position here, so I just used one torpedo, and I didn't even have to. So I still have two torpedoes left, and that's on purpose because I want to save them in case the Yudachi rushes me, because that's probably the one thing that he can do now, because otherwise we're going to win this battle here. The A cap has finally been won here in the last minute and 20 seconds, and the destroyer is already capping B, and I'm obviously going to go and help him. And there's some torpedoes, So we're just gonna fire some preemptive torpedoes here. I have no idea if they're going the right way, but you never know. You could be very lucky here. And in any case, we're going to win this battle here on points, because we have a minute left, and if I help grab the B cap, that means we can just edge over the required amount. And I was actually hoping for the Yudachi to open fire on me now. That's why I'm going broadside, because perhaps he wanted to reset me and try to win on not allowing us to get this cap here. But he didn't. He probably should have done that, because in any case he was going to lose. So resetting me would probably not have done much. And I don't know, it's a difficult situation. I mean, what do you do as a Yudachi in that situation? And we just use the Agile build here to render his torps absolutely useless. And with 7 seconds left, that is the end of the battle here. So pretty good battle here, pretty good showcase of the Agile Edinburgh and what you can do in this ship here. And I'm going to put a few more Edinburgh battles up in the next few days, because no one else is doing it, so I might as well. So 3500 XP, 6 kills, and of course a collision. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you out there.